Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats, and they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Just feeds the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And the Bearcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Auburn Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it up.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
Now just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Makes the catch. It's Walker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to...
Touchdown, Cincinnati! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the...
Oh, it's picked off. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Walker. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense. Catch in the middle, it's Allen.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 28. They'll try the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we can...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap in this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a gap, it's Walker. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The sure hands, it's Singleton. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
He'll take a shot. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence.
Off play action on first down.
Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He's got an open man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the move, it's Robinson. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Looking for a huge play. He caught it. These guys know they're still behind, but still in full-on attack mode, sending basically everybody deep.
Yeah, and it's a play they practice a lot, Reese. 4 verticals, stretching the field vertically. Nice job by the QB, reading the coverage and going to...
Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Walker. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Bearcats are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Caldwell. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. The Tigers enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw. caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.